Good Saturday morning, everyone, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball here on 18 WJTS. I'm Kurt Gooksell, pinch hitting for the great Craig Schneider tonight, joined by Jason Staub. The 3-2 Boonville Pioneers in a 2-2 Jasper to take on the Wildcats. Jason, the Wildcats coming in after a split, lost to Memorial, bounced back against Gibson Southern last Saturday afternoon in a pretty good effort by John Gable and his crew.
Yeah, I believe so, Kurt. They Friday night against Memorial, the way we played the fourth quarter, if we'd have played that way the whole game, I think we'd have came out of there with a victory. So it was nice to see the comeback in the fourth quarter, and then, to turn around on short rest there on Saturday and go to Gibson Southern and go down there. And anytime you can win on the road, it's a pretty good accomplishment.
Boonville under first-year head coach Jeremy Willis. He comes over from day school. They beat a Good Pike Central team in their last outing on Tuesday, 51-40. Lineups for today's game for Boonville: Dominic Sharp, 5'11", and a senior. He'll be joined by Lavelle Tinsley, 6 foot and a sophomore. His brother Lamar Tinsley, 6 foot and a junior. Also in the starting lineup, a couple of veterans: Cooper Agner, 6'2", and a senior, and Jake Fuller, a 6'2" senior. Again, Jeremy Willis in his first year at the helm of the Pioneers. For the Jasper Wildcats, they'll start their traditional lineup: Carter Mundy, a 6'1" senior; Grant Young, a 5'9" senior. Charlie Habrick rounds out the three-guard front, 5'11", and a senior. Up front, Will Wallace, 6'2", and a junior, and Cameron Howard, 6'5", and a senior. John Gable in his 16th season with the Wildcats, 207 and 123, 21st overall, 290 and 180, counting those modern day years. The Cats here in this game with Boonville coming up later on tonight. As you watch this, Cats take on Corden, who's really good this year. They'll come into town on Saturday nights. You can see that game Sunday afternoon at 1 here on 18 WJTS. So again, the Southridge game will be made up next Thursday night. That'll be the Cats' lone game before the Christmas holiday in that week. So they'll have some time off in between Christmas and New Year's. They travel to Evansville Central. Boonville wear the black uniforms. They'll go to your right as you watch this. Cats away from their bench, and the home standing white and gold. John told me he'd like to see, obviously, the Cats get off to a good start tonight and build from there instead of trying to play catch-up late in the game. So it'll be Howard and Tinsley to jump it up at the center stripe to get this one underway. Officiating crew from Central Indiana tonight as they'll step in here, and pretty good crowd on hand. Usually these December games lag a little bit, but tonight pretty good. And the Cats will control. Grant Young with the basketball. Boonville opens up in a man-to-man. Howard to Kabrick. Go out on the wing to Young. He fires up a three, and there's your good start.
Yeah, Grant's been shooting the ball well this year. I don't know what his shooting percentage is behind the line, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, they need those guys to shoot the basketball well. It opens up things inside for Howard, Wallace, Heil when he gets in there. Cats starting their man-to-man. They're up 3-0 here in the first quarter from JHS Gym. Tinsley with it outside. Tries to slice the lane, gets shut off, goes out to Cooper Agner. Little rocker step. Now Dominic Sharp having to work it around the perimeter. Cats doing a good job of sealing everything off. Tinsley goes to the basket, and Lavelle Tinsley gets the bucket. So 3-2. Cats on top here early. Jasper with the basketball. Nice baseline drive. Tabrick with the bucket.
That's where Jasper's been successful this year early on, is taking the ball to the hole.
They've got some good quickness out there at the guard spot. Boonville cranks up another three, hard off the rim, and Cam Howard down with the rebound. Grant Young barrels into the lane, throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Jake Fuller. Boonville down 5-2 with the basketball here in the first quarter. Sharp unloads a three left side, barely grazed the rim if that, and Wallace collects the rebound. Young into the lane right side. It's cut off, goes back out to Wallace, and the Wildcats take it back out on top. Some good penetration. Young again. This one glances off. Loud rebound. It ricochets out of bounds back to the Pioneers.
Been nice there if Grant would have followed his shot. If he'd followed his shot, he'd had to rebound there.
Yeah, it came right back at him in that corner. Cats lead 5-2, 5:57 to go in the opening stanza. Used to be a Big 8 contest on this late December Friday, but now Boonville back in the PAC, Jasper in the SIAC, of course. Agner down the lane or make it Fuller. Tries to throw it inside to Tinsley. He collects, little up and under, no good. Again, rebounded by Wallace. Cats pitch ahead. Deep three, once again, it's in the air, missed badly by Carter Mundy, and Boonville swipes the rebound. Dominic Sharp into the corner. Agner thought about the three, dives into the lane and puts up a runner, and it's Agner with the bucket, and Boonville draws within one.
You won't see Carter Mundy miss shots that bad very often. He's usually a pretty dead-eye shooter.
Andrew Nowell will check in at the first stoppage of play, or the next stoppage of play, if you will. Cats with the basketball. Baseline drive, they get it inside to Wallace. A couple of dribbles, backs down, top of the point, three in the air off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Boonville. Here comes Sharp with the Pioneers down one. Shot fake by Fuller. He tries to go inside, gets flushed away. Sharp, little give and go inside to Fuller, and he gets mauled inside. Cats got caught staring at the basketball. Boonville cut him a little bit. Now 2 free throws forthcoming for the Pioneers.
Yeah, that Boonville player caught the ball down low and did a good job of keeping his head up to see that cutter.
Fuller at the line for the Pioneers. Free throw around the rim and in for Fuller. Noblet comes in. He'll come in for Cabrick. So Fuller, with the score tied at 5, will have another one. 4:43 to go here in the opening quarter. Fuller. Second free throw, this also true, and the Pioneers take a 1-point lead, 6-5. Boonville Boonville back on defense. Cats with the basketball. Go out top to Howard, tries to throw a pass, a direct pass, and picked off by Boonville into the corner. Agner with it. Cats tried to throw that direct in there, a bounce pass in the post, probably would have served him better.
That, and you can't stare where you're going to throw it for 2 seconds and then try to throw it there.
Yeah, ask any quarterback that, and they'll tell you that. Tinsley, wild shot from the left point, no good. Rebound vacuumed up by Cam Howard, and the Cats have it. Young, out deep, Noblet, he lines up a three. This one glances off, no good. Agner throws it off Noblet right in front of the band, and it's going to go to Boonville. Griffin Heil checks into the game, 6'5" junior. He'll replace Howard. And the Cats have a couple of big bodies they can rotate in there.
They do. Griff had really a nice game down at Gibson Southern the other day. He came on off the bench and had a career high points, I believe.
Especially these teams that aren't very big. You know, if you're a bigger guy yourself, you'd like to take advantage of that from time to time.
No doubt.
Boonville into the lane. Agner had his shot blocked away by Wallace. It trickles out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Boonville right in front of the Cat student section. 6-5, Boonville up a penny here. 3:43 to go in the opening quarter here from JHS. Glad you can join us on this Saturday morning on 18 WJTS. Tinsley with it. Goes out to Dominic Sharp. Sharp to Agner. Left wing, drives it inside against Heil into the corner to Lamar Tinsley. He forces it up in the lane, hits the back rim, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Carter Mundy pulled it out of there, and a whistle and a foul on Boonville.
Carter did a good job there of getting the guy blocked off and went up for the rebound. The guy stuck his arm in.
Cats last year all over Boonville down at Pioneer Stadium, 58-21. Austin Brooks was there last year. He's now the new coach at Wrights, taking over for Coach Adams. Grant Young with the basketball. Goes on the deep wing to Noblet. Griffin Heil with it. Cats work it around the perimeter against this Boonville defense. Boonville up 6-5. Noblet with it. Tries to bounce it inside. Excellent pass to Heil, and there's your bounce pass to a ceiling post player.
That's an excellent pass because Griff got his man sealed off. Noblet threw it to his open hand, and he had a drop step and an easy layup.
Gives the Cats a 7-6 lead. Sharp tries to slice left of the lane, gets caught off, goes out deep to Agner. He'll fire a three, and he'll bang it home. Agner's got 5, and Boonville back up by 2, 9-7. 2 and change to go here in the first quarter. Andrew Noblet. They go short corner to Heil. Back to Noblet. Out on the wing. Another three is up and good. The Cats get another home run, this time by Carter Mundy.
Boonville switched to a zone defense that time down the floor, and it come back to bite them on leaving it open for an open three.
Cats really good ball movement there. Now on the other end, Agner again. You don't want to leave him open. He's a veteran. He's got 8, and he's hit a couple of triples. And Boonville back on top by 2, 12-10. Grant Young to Wallace. Now Noblet at the right point outside the three-point line. They leave him open. He lofts up a three. No good. Good weak side rebounding position by Boonville, and Griffin had to go through the back of the rebounder, and he gets whistled for the foul.
Yeah, that's one of those where Griff's got to know better. He's got to know that guy's in front of him. He doesn't have a chance to get that.
Kabrick into the game for the Cats. Also, Braden Giesler checks in. Under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Boonville operates with a 2-point lead here over the Wildcats. Shot fake down the lane. Fuller, he gets cut off. Goes back out to Laval Tinsley. Now Dominic Sharp. Boonville has hit on a couple of threes on the last couple of possessions here in this first quarter. Fuller faces up, gets it back to Agner. Ball tipped away, loose on the floor, and the Cats come up with it. Here comes Young into the corner, shot fake. Cats work it around the outside. They dump it in the post to Heil. Backs his man down, lost control of the ball once he made contact with the flopping Boonville defender, and the Cats couldn't take advantage of it. Boonville gets the turnover. Tinsley with it. Out to Sharp. A minute exactly to go in the first quarter. Boonville up a pair at 12-10. Tinsley fires a three, right wing. Boonville starting to heat up, Stommy.
Yeah, they are. We got to do a bit better job of getting out on them.
15-10 here with 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cats working around the perimeter. Dumping in high post to Heil. Fans it back out. Three in the air, right wing, no good. Ball tipped around inside. Dominic Sharp pulled it out of there with 30 seconds to go. Sharp with it for the Pioneers. See if Boonville holds for one here to end the quarter. Agner with 8 points in the quarter has it out front now with 13 seconds. Cats trying to swipe it away. Giesler out on Agner here near the timeline now with 6 seconds. Ball knocked away by Young and a whistle.
I believe Agner's going to get that one.
Yeah, after the good steal.
Yep.
Carter Mundy back in. Howard as well. See what the Cats do late clock here. 3.7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
I would venture to say they're going to look for Mundy somehow here.
Go into the corner, hemmed in, wild shot, no good. As time expired, they guarded Mundy pretty well. After one quarter, Boonville 15. The Wildcats 10. You're watching Wildcat basketball here on 18 WJTS. We'll have more after this. Second quarter, Boonville 15, Jasper 10. As we start the second quarter, the Pioneers will have the basketball.
I'd like to see us on offense a little bit, Kurt. Be more aggressive taking the ball to the hole instead of settling for the outside jump shot early in the possession.
Yeah, the Wildcats have lofted up a couple of threes off few passes. Boonville with it, Fuller.
Jasper's in a little bit of a zone defense
Gets
now.
cut off, yeah. try to shut down Agner and the rest of those three-point shooters. Tinsley with it, bounces into the post to Sharp. He forces one up, no good. Rebounded by Carter Mundy, and the Cats have it. They pitch ahead in the corner, long three. There's your three. It rolls off, no good. Rebounded by Boonville.
I think sometimes we just get too complacent with that instead of shot faking and decking it to the hole.
An open shot, not necessarily a good shot. Boonville on the other end, speaking of three, they
repaid the favor.
Yes, they did. Gave it right back to the Cats. Nice drive right there.
Yeah.
So the Cats get the bucket by Kabrick and kind of ends a little dry spell there. Kabrick with 4. Boonville now up 3, 15-12. Agner, who's been hot, slants it to the left elbow, baseline. Tinsley, he'll fire a 3. Weak side rebound by Noblet. And a whistle and a foul down on the floor. It's going to go against Noblet, I think, on a push-off.
I think it might have got Howard.
Okay, Howard, yeah.
Yeah.
Will Wallace back in for the Cats. They'll try to defend this end zone out of bounds play. Jake Fuller will throw it in. Boonville up 15-12. Gladys checks in for the Pioneers. He is a 5'10 senior. Fuller gets it into Gladys. Boonville runs the universal inbound play to Fuller. In everybody's repertoire. They go baseline to Gladys. Open 3. Good. He comes right off the bench and bangs it home.
Nothing like taking your warm up off and shooting.
That's their 4th 3 hit. Getting on Jasper about their shooting of the 3. It's working for Boonville right now. Shot fake, a little dive inside, not bad, but the pass was bad. And here comes Tinsley the other way, big high dribble, marches into the lane, missed the layup, got his own rebound, and missed it again. And Noblet clears the rebound. Cats down by 6. Down 18-12. Try to bounce in the post, another telegraph pass, and Gladys picks it up for Boonville. Out to Dominic Sharp. Sharp penetrates into the lane, goes to Agner. They chase him off the line. He goes to Sharp, back to Fuller. Agner drives inside, a big-time collision and a blocking foul on the Wildcats. Noblet gets it again, trying to keep Agner from shooting that ball. Big collision as Agner drove.
Young's going to take Kabrick's place.
Grant back in. 18-12, Cats down by 6. Boonville will bring it in underneath their bucket. They go in the corner. Fuller, 3. Good.
Wow.
5th 3 of the game. John Gable wants a full timeout. 5:40 to go in the second. Boonville 21, Cats 12. This is Wildcat basketball on 18 WJTS. Kurt Guxell, Jason Stamm back at JHS, 21-12. Boonville up on Jasper with 5:40 to go in the second. Cats need to take a little bit better care of the basketball.
Yeah, unofficially, I've got Jasper for 4 turnovers and Boonville for 1. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what the bottom line is right now.
Take a little bit better care of the ball and shoot the ball better, get some more high percentage shots. Young with it. They swing it to Noblet. He skips it in the corner. Long arching 3. This one rattles out, no good. Weak side rebound by Fuller. And the Pioneers have it up 21-12. Dominic Sharp with it for Boonville. Goes to Fuller. Gladys, who came off the bench and nailed his first shot of 3. He dribbles toward the lane, gets cut off, goes back to Lavelle Tinsley.
Jasper's doing a good job of cutting them off when on their penetration, but they're not doing a good job of recovering to get to the shooters.
Fuller with Howard draped all over him, terminates his dribble on the left wing, goes back to Tinsley. Boonville a little more patient than they have been against this Jasper defense. Go in the corner to Agner. He got hot early in that first quarter, works against Young, takes it to the right block, kicks it out to Fuller. Fuller's pass fake nicely, goes to Dominic Sharp. Now Fuller gets it back, and he hits another 3. Fuller, his second 3 of the quarter, he's got 8, and it's 24-12. They've doubled the Wildcats. Young with it. Goes out to Noblet. Skips it in the corner. Cats trying to find the short corner to Howard. Fans it back out. They reverse the ball. Long three is up and good by Carter Mundy.
You know, that's what, anytime you can play the inside-outside game there, you know, you end up with open shots like that.
Yeah, it's got to go in there, and I think that's what John's saying. He doesn't mind them shooting the basketball, but do it off 3 or 4 passes, and once it goes into the post,
yeah,
your percentages of getting an open shot a heck of a lot better. Fuller on the other end. They finally miss one. Andrew Noblet vacuums up the rebound and gets it ahead to Young with 3:40 to go in the half. Going to the post, they get it back out. Here's another three, and again, Carter Mundy dials it in.
It's amazing what that pass to that low post does, because that defensive guy sags in there and then leaves him open.
Just like that, a 12-point lead has been trimmed to 6 with 3:20 to go in the half. Dominic Sharp fumbles it going through the lane, and the Cats pull it out of there. Now it gets kicked out of bounds, off whom the officiating crew has to get together, and they defer to 2 different.
They called a blocking foul on somebody.
On Boonville. Coach Will is probably not happy about that one. So we've got a timeout on the floor. 24-18 Cats with 3:13 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat basketball on 18 WJTS. HS 24-18. Boonville on top of Jasper. 3:13 to go in the first quarter, or the first half, I should say. Second quarter. It was 15-10 Pioneers after 1. They had the lead to 12 just a couple of minutes ago before back-to-back threes from Carter Mundy sliced into this advantage.
I'd say Boonville may switch up their defense this time. Yep.
Jasper drops it in. They go back to Carter. Has it out front, works against Dominic Sharp. Now to Young on the right side. And they cut Mundy through the lane. Inside to a cutting Giesler on the right block. Collects against the double team into the corner to Young. 3 in the air, glances off, no good. Rebounded by Fuller of the Pioneers. 24-18. The Pioneers lead with the ball. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first half. Cats dig down on Gladish, and he has to rip it away from a defender. A jump ball called, and the Pioneers, I believe, the Cats have the arrow.
I believe, yeah.
Yep. Good defense by Jasper. They doubled down and just got their hands in there and did it without fouling. Grant Young will take it across the timeline for the Wildcats. Jasper with it. Giesler swings it out deep to Noblet. Noblet with it. Looks right. See what kind of offense the Cats get on this possession. Young tries to drive it baseline against Sharp. Sharp just took it right away from him on that baseline, and Boonville has it. With 2:14 to go, up 6 here in the second quarter. Down the lane, Fuller comes to a jump stop. Back out to Agner. Sharp slices inside and lost control of it, but he was held, and that's why it popped up in the air in a Wildcat personal foul. Their 5th of the first half. Andrew Noblet gets his 2nd. He'll come out. Cabrick checks back in for the Cats. Fuller to Tinsley. Ball knocked away by Jasper. They come up with it. And a nice steal by Carter Mundy. And gets the lay-in. He's got 11. 3 3-pointers in the lead. Just 4 now with 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Fuller spins in the lane. Had Tinsley on a back cut. Didn't see him. Out to Agner. Boonville trying to nurse this thing into the half.
Yeah, they're trying to.
That 12-point lead.
Trying to limp into halftime with the lead yet.
That's trying to flush him out. Gladish goes out to Tinsley. Shovels it off to Agner. Slices into the lane. Whistle and a travel. Good call right there. Cats get the basketball. Back into the game will be Lamar Tinsley. He'll come in for Lavelle Tinsley.
Jasper's gotten their way back into this game on the defensive end. You know, they've made a couple good stops, forced them into turnovers and some tough shots.
So Grant Young will take it up. 1:19 to go first half, 24-20. Jasper with it. Young into the lane. Big jump stop into the corner. Long distance three is up and good by Giesler. Geisler dials in. It's a 1-point game. 24-23. Boonville with it. Sharp to a back-cutting Fuller. Ball stripped away, and Mundy has it. He goes in from the right side, got mauled. Boonville's going to make him earn it at the line with 2 free throws with 48 seconds to go.
Mundy's come up with a couple big steals on the defensive end that have led to breakaways like that. I think the officials may be discussing whether they thought it was a flagrant foul or not. That's the only thing I can think that they're talking about, but from here it didn't look like it was. I think he went for the ball. Yeah.
This was college. They'd go to the monitor for about 10 minutes, and
yeah,
our evening would be delayed. So Mundy a chance to tie, and then after that, help the Wildcats take the lead. It's 24-23. Boonville by 1. Again, they were up 24-12 at one point. Notice that was the 12-point lead. Mundy free throw is no good. Back in, Lavelle Tinsley for Boonville. In Cats out here on Saturday night against Corden. That game Sunday afternoon at 1. Craig and Jason will have it. Mundy's second free throw, he ties it up. 24-24 with 47 seconds to go here in the first half. Cats with some pressure. 2-2-1 on the full court. Fuller tries to break and nearly walked with it. Sharp back to Fuller. See if Boonville wants to hold for one or not.
Jasper's kind of went to a smaller lineup that's helped with trying to get out on those outside shooters a little bit.
Wallace, the lone post player in there. They are getting to those shooters now. 15 seconds to go. Sharp with it. Has it out front for Boonville. Now with 7. To Agner. Agner free throw line. Out to Fuller. Launches a 3 short. Rebound Cats as time expires. 24-24. Wildcats and Boonville. Cats clawed back in that second quarter.
Yeah, they did. Like I said, I think, biggest part of the reason was the defensive end. They forced Boonville into some tougher shots than what they were accustomed to it. Forced them into a couple turnovers. Unofficially, I've got Jasper for 5 and Boonville for 4. But Boonville only had 1 for a long time, and I think, there in the second quarter we picked up the defensive end.
Most definitely. It was 15-10 Boonville after 1, 24-24 here at the break. Carter Mundy leads the Cats with 12 on 3 3-pointers, 4 for Charlie Habrick, 3 for Young, 3 for Braden Geisler, and 2 for Griffin Heil. The Pioneers led by Cooper Agner with a couple of threes. He's got 8, 2 threes for Jake Fuller. He's got 8, 5 for Laval Tinsley, and 3 for Mason Gladish. Cats and Boonville tied here at the half. Jason and I will be back with second half action right after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to Jasper High School Gym. Halftime winding down. The Cats and the Boonville Pioneers deadlocked at 24. Again, Carter Mundy with 12 points. He has knocked down 3 3-point baskets, 8 apiece for Cooper Agner and Jake Fuller. Both those young men for Boonville have hit a couple of 3-pointers. 29 threes, Jason, between the two teams.
Yeah.
So, see how it goes in the second half. Again, Cats with their original 5 of Young, Mundy, also Cabrick, Howard, and Will Wallace in the lineup for the Cats. Cats will bring it to the right side of your screen toward their bench here in the second half. Boonville still huddled up around Jeremy Willis. Again, the Cats and Corden on Saturday night out here at JHS Gym. Game will air Sunday at 1. Again, the makeup game with Southridge will be on Thursday, the 22nd, here at JHS. County rivalry game, Wildcats and Raiders, supposed to be played Tuesday before Thanksgiving, with Southridge going to the football regional. That pushed it back until this Thursday, so looking forward to that one. Game will air on Friday night at 8 here on 18. Boonville will have the ball to begin the second half. They'll go with their original 5 with Tinsley ×2 with Dominic Sharp, Agner, and Fuller. Boonville and Jasper in a 24-24 game. Agner to Tinsley. Fuller now. It's that Cat defense stiffened up. Here comes another 3, and just like that, Boonville up 3 as Fuller nails one from the deep right corner.
Yeah, Jasper came out at halftime there in a zone defense. I think maybe when they got the bigger guys in, they think they got to play a zone.
Wallace out to Carter. Monday, he'll fire a 3 from the left corner. Glances off, no good, and Boonville has it. Here comes Agner. He got hot in the second quarter for Boonville. Dominic Sharp hands it back. They run a weave. Agner, right elbow to a back-cutting Tinsley. Got too far underneath the basket. Good idea with the cut, but he was in no man's land when he got that pass. High post to Wallace, faces up, barrels down the lane, lays it up, missed it. Howard got the rebound. Now it's loose on the floor. A scramble, Boonville comes up with it. Fast break, Fuller pulls up, goes out to Agner, drives hard right baseline, puts up a wild shot, no good, but Dominic Sharp tipped it up and in. Nobody blocked him off on the weak side, and the Cats down 5 now. Wallace in the paint, looks to fan it out. Mundy open in the corner, shot fake. The defender goes by, loads up the 3, no good. Wallace got the rebound, a reach in by Boonville, jump ball, and the Cats have the arrow.
Yeah, we got fortunate there because I thought Wallace went over the back, but might have been he was a little bit taller than the guy in front of him. So.
Yep, it's not over the back unless you get the contact.
That's right.
Officials will tell you there's no such thing as over the back. It's just through the back. And now we've got a whistle on Boonville as Agner. He got all kinds of body right there. So the Cats will take it in right in front of their bench. They're down 5 here with 6:26 to go in the third quarter. Just underway here in the second half. Tied at 24 at the break. Young with it, leaves it off for Mundy, now back to Young. Young looks to spin against Tinsley, goes to the elbow. Boonville's
in a 1-2-2 or a 1-3-1, something.
Chasing that basketball. Young gets underneath the basket. Nice reversal layup. He just kept on going and nobody stopped him. He's got 5, and it's 29-26. Boonville by 3. Agner out to Fuller. Boonville hit on a lot of 3s in that first half. Agner gets a moving screen from Tinsley into the corner to his brother. Big jump stop, shot up and good. That time by Lamar Tinsley. Gets his first 2 and the lead back to 5, 31-26. Carter Mundy with it for the Cats. Had a big second quarter with 3 threes. Howard into the corner to Cabrick. He goes baseline, little short jumper, left it short. Nice rebound, put back by Howard.
That's one thing that if we can handle that we've got a lot of size advantage in there now.
Young gets called for the reach-in on the other end. Yeah, the Cats went small for defensive purposes back in that second quarter, but now getting a little bigger, and now bigger yet with Noblet coming in for Cabrick here. Boonville leads by 3. Will send it in front of their bench. Agner wide open, short corner left side, missed it. Tinsley got the rebound, and he got volleyball chopped by Wallace.
I think Mundy would have had that rebound, I think, if Wallace wouldn't have come flying in there and knocked them all over.
Yeah, bowling pins. Giesler will come into the game now for Wallace. I'm going to give Mundy with the foul.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think that should have been Wallace, but
yeah, at least it looked like it from way up here. Boonville with it. Agner into the corner. Fuller unloads a 3, got it, and was fouled. Fouled the three-point shooter, and he was about an inch from being out of bounds. He loaded that up from way downtown.
Yeah,
but you got to get out on him. We saw that in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we did a better job of it in the second quarter, but here again this quarter, and I think Coach Gable's seen that. I think that's kind of why he's going back to that smaller lineup. I mean, he's got Howard's the only big guy left in there. And
Fuller hits the and one. He's got 3 threes. He's got 12 in the game, and like that, the lead balloons to 7 with under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Jasper with it, Young in the left corner. Gets it high post to Giesler.
That high post is what's going to be open.
Yeah, against that flexing,
yeah,
chasing zone. They get it in the corner to Noblet. He fires a 3, no good. A whistle and a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Boonville. Griffin Hiles going to come back in for the Wildcats here. He'll come in for Howard.
The first half, I think there was 9 total fouls called in the whole half, and already here in less than half this one, we've got 5.
Yeah, and neither team was close to the bonus in that first half. Kept the free throws at a minimum. 35-28 Cats trail. A little short jumper is up and good by Carter Mundy. He's got 14, 35-30. On the other end, Agner out to Fuller. They chase him off the line, goes to the elbow, out to Tinsley. Big jump stop in the lane, puts up a wild circus shot, no good. Rebounded by the Cats. They go baseline. Young, little floater off the glass, kind of pushed it up there, and he hit it.
When he did that, I wasn't sure if he was passing or shooting.
It looked like an alley-oop pass. It happened to go off the square.
Yeah.
Tinsley into the corner to Agner, out to Fuller. He spins toward the lane, shot fake. Couldn't get a shot off. Now gets it back out to Agner. The Boonville lead 3. Agner, baseline, fall away, tough shot, in and out and back in.
He's a nice player. I mean, he can shoot off the move. He's got a pretty good set shot.
He's got 10, 37-32. Boonville by 5. 3:33 to go here in the third quarter. Nice pass down low to Giesler. He missed the layup, though. Got his own rebound. And the Cats recycle. Young, right point 3, good. Young, second 3. He's got 7 in the quarter and 10 for the game. The lead cut to 2 at 37-35 in favor of Boonville. Agner slices the lane. A whistle and a charge. A little shove off with the opposite arm for Agner, trying to get the Cat defense off of him. Gladish back in for Boonville. We've got a timeout on the floor. Boonville 37, Jasper 35, 3:08 to go here in the third. We're back with more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Back JHS, 3:08 to go here in the third, 37-35. Cats down by 2 with the basketball. They'll bring it the length. 3-quarter court pressure now, Boonville. Still applies it. Thought they might back off, but they didn't. Noblet with it. Jumps it into the corner. 3 in the air by Giesler, no good. Noblet tries to get the rebound, but tipped it out of bounds, and Boonville will get the ball back.
You know, and a lot of times, Kurt, when teams do that half-court press, full 3-quarter court, they want to force you into that shot we just shot. They want you to speed the game up and take a shot a lot quicker than what you want to.
That's exactly what Jasper did. Fell right into that trap. Tinsley walked with it as he tried to spin toward the elbow. Boonville trying to get a little quick. They lead by 2 with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Again, we were tied at 24 at the break after Boonville led 15-10 after 1. Noblet gets it in the lane, jump stop, and got fouled trying to take the ball in. Foul will go against Gladish, and Noblet will be at the line for a pair of free throws here. Free throw is up and good for Noblet. Kabrick into the game. Mundy will check out. Noblet hits both at this trip, and we are deadlocked at 37. Sharp with it for Boonville. Goes toward the lane, out to Tinsley, looks to drive, gets cut off on the baseline nicely, tries to force it back through the middle, and the Cats pick it off. Good defense by the Cats. Young spins into the lane. Now in the land of the Giants, fans it back out. Cats in the corner. Kabrick lines up a three, no good. Rebound, Tinsley knocked off his hands, and it's going to stay on the Jasper end here. Wallace will come back in for the Cats here. Giesler will come out. 37-37 our score. So Boonville will make another substitution. Coming in for the first time tonight, Eli Smith, a 6'2 senior. 2:05 to go in the third quarter. Young will take it up against that Boonville zone. Noblet, Young, now Kabrick. Kabrick goes back out to Young. Noblet on the left wing outside the arc. Jumps it, bad pass, but he got through to Young. Down low, Heil lays it up and in. Cats fortunate. The ball got through there.
Yeah, bad pass ended up in a layup because they went flying to try to steal it.
39-37, the Cats have battled all the way back to take a lead here with 1:31 to go here in the third quarter. Fuller for Boonville. Cuts to Sharp, and Sharp lays it up and in. Little high arching shot for Sharp to get it over the defense, and we're deadlocked at 39. We ran a couple of nice give and goes tonight. That one worked. Cats have it with $1:12 to go here in the third, and it's tie score at 39. Young, three, right side. Glances off, no good. Tinsley got the rebound, and a whistle and a shove on Wallace on Tinsley. So 1:02 to go in the third. Boonville will take it up. Back in Carter Mundy as he jumps off the Wildcat bench here. Sharp will take it across the timeline for Boonville. Goes to Fuller. Agner on the bench with three personal fouls. Tinsley launches up a three from the corner. It's off the mark and out of bounds.
Well, and to bet Boonville's coach didn't really think that was a great shot
Coach
either.
Willis started yelling at his assistants, and they look at him like, I didn't shoot the dumb shot. But that's what head coaches do. They just start yelling at people. 39-39, players included. Short corner to Wallace, right side. Nice dump down low to Heil. He forces it up and got hammered. And Griffin Heil will be at the line to shoot a pair of free throws here. So Heil will step up there to try to break a 39-39 tie. No good. With the free throw, he'll have another one. Heil with 4 points in the game, make it 5, and the Cats lead 40-39. Back in Giesler for the Cats. So Boonville has it with 34 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Down by one, 40-39. Tinsley leaves it off for Sharp on the left point. Sharp with it, one dribble. Goes back to Tinsley, fumbled it, picked it back up. Goes across the back line to Sharp now with 13 seconds. Sharp tries to create some space. Good defense by the Cats, and then a whistle and a bump on Noblet trying for a double team. 6-Cat team foul, so the next foul will send Boonville to the line for the rest of the game, and we've still are in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's quite the tale of two different halves on the fouls.
Yes. So see what Boonville does late clock here. They get it into Sharp across the timeline, brings it across with 7. Sharp looks left side, tries to go left baseline, fall away jumper ball stripped away with 1 second to go, and it's off Sharp. Good defense by the Cats, and they'll get it with 1.4 seconds to go. So the Cats to bring it in. They'll have a heave. Mundy, half court, off the backboard. Cats lead 40-39 after 3 quarters in this high school basketball game from JHS. Take a break. We'll have more Jasper basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to JHS Gym. We head to the 4th quarter. Cats lead 40-39 here. Boonville will bring it in to begin this 4th quarter. Tight game throughout, 24-24 at the break, and Jasper a 1-point lead to begin this 4th quarter. Boonville with it, Dominic Sharp to Fuller, to a back-cutting Tinsley. Missed the layup on the alley-oop. His brother chased it down, and he got fouled in the lane as Lamar Tinsley followed it up. Boonville ran a nice little play coming out of the quarter break, but couldn't get the alley-oop, overshot it, but stayed after it, and Lamar Tinsley will be at the line to foul on Braden Giesler, his second. Team 7th. This is a 2-shot foul, I believe. Tinsley at the line, lefty, fires it up, glances off, no good. So Tinsley will have another free throw. 40-39, Tinsley will try to tie it here. Jasper up by 1. Second free throw, got this one, and we are tied. 40-40 with 7:47 to go here. Cats will bring it up. Young across the timeline with it. Tinsley meets him at the volleyball line. Young looks into the post for Wallace.
Right there, that's what's open, right at the free throw line.
Free throw line. Wallace turns, shoots, left it way short, and a whistle and a foul on Jasper.
Giesler's going to pick that one up, I believe.
Will had the shot right away, then he thought about it, then he shot it.
Yeah, you got to turn. I would have liked to see him turn, shot fake, and go to the basket on it.
Yeah, he had a lot of different opportunities to do something
good
with that ball. Yeah, the shot fake, I don't even know if that would have been fine because there's basically nobody on him.
True.
But he just he thought about it, and usually he'll step up and knock that one down right away, and he's a really good shooter from that 15-foot range.
No doubt.
So at the line will be Fuller here. Giesler gets his 3rd foul. He'll come out. Howard back in. We're tied at 40. Free throw on the way. No good. Boonville misses the free throw, and the Cats will have it. 40-40 our score. Mundy with it. Leaves it off for Young. They whip it around the outside. They go to Wallace at the right elbow into the corner. Cabrick shot fake, dumps it inside to Howard, and he scores. Cameron Howard gets the bucket, and the Cats lead 42-40. Sharp with it out front for the Pioneers. Dominic Sharp to Gladish. Now Fuller looks for Agner. Fuller, one dribble, back to Tinsley. Marches into the lane, walked a country mile, no whistle. Fuller with it to Agner. He glides inside. Tough shot off the glass, no, but he got fouled.
I don't know how you have 3 officials out there and nobody saw that. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't get bumped. But
yeah, so I think maybe they.
Yeah, they thought, well, we missed the foul. We won't call the travel. But
right. They got that foul, and that'll be against Young, his second 18 foul. Agner at the line for a pair of charity tosses. Free throw is up, no good. They missed another one.
Yeah, we were talking there, start this quarter. Team that plays good defense and shoots free throws well has got a good chance to win this game, and Boonville's not off to a very good start in the 4th quarter on that.
42-40, Cats up by 2. Agner again, free throw, gets this one, 1 out of 2 at this trip. He's got 11, and the lead is 1 for Jasper with 6:38 to go here in the contest. Young with it. They work it around the outside. Once again, they find Wallace in the middle. That time he turns, shoots, left it short. Howard got the rebound, but did he push off? Nope, I believe Boonville's going to be the people with the foul. So Fuller gets his 3rd. Cats will bring it in baseline, only the 6th team foul. Young looks into the corner to Mundy. Sizes up Sharp. Barrels into the lane. Follow a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Tinsley. Tinsley quickly up the floor. They go in the corner to Gladish. Back to Tinsley. Tinsley tries to hook a pass, but held on to it. Now he loses it, and the Cats have it on the other end. Mundy lays it up and in. He's got 16, and it's 44-41 Wildcats. Sharp the other way for Boonville. Inside to Tinsley, collects underneath the basket, lays it up, missed it. Again, got too far underneath the basket. Tried to reverse it through, and it was off the mark. And now Jasper, with a 3-point lead, needs to be patient here and get a good shot.
No doubt.
Perhaps a great shot.
Yeah, they're playing a zone. You don't need to be in a hurry with this.
Wallace put it on the floor inside, barreled in and scored, and that's a good take right there.
Yep.
Wallace gets his first 2 of the game. Timeout Boonville. 5:23 to go here in the game. 46-41 Cats. We're back with more after this. Back JHS. Cats have elevated the lead to 5 here with 5:23 to go in the game. 46-41. Jasper leads by 5. Boonville trying to settle their team down with Coach Willis calling a timeout. Here comes Sharp up the floor for the Pioneers. Sharp with it in front of the Pioneer bench. Now reverses back to the top of the key. Goes into the lane out to Tinsley. He slices inside and a whistle and a bump out front.
That's a little bit of a mismatch there for Howard trying to guard Tinsley, but I don't know if that was on a switch or if that's.
I think they got caught. Now Noblet's going to come back in for Cabrick here. So Tinsley at the line. Free throw is up and no good. They missed another one. Rebound corralled by the Wildcats. 5:06 to go. 46-41, Jasper on top. Young with it for the Wildcats. Off to Carter Mundy, left corner, fires up a long distance 3, no good. Gets his own rebound, fouled his shot, goes baseline. Noblet forces it up, no good. Weak side rebound by Carter Mundy, and he got fouled by Agner, and that's his 4th. And now it's bonus time, or it has been bonus time, and Cats will be at the line here. Mundy on the 4th foul by Agner. Now Jeremy Wills, the 4:46, will probably have to ride Agner here with the Cats up by 5.
Yeah, they need him on the offensive end.
Mundy hits it. He's got 17. Another free throw forthcoming here. And hits both at that trip. 48-41, the lead 7. 4:42 to go. Sharp slides it up, goes to Tinsley. Out to Agner. Agner with it. Terminates his dribble. Back to Tinsley. Fuller comes off a moving Tinsley screen, and he knocks down the 3. Fuller with 15. He's got 4 threes. Keeps Boonville in it. A 4-point Jasper cushion.
He's got to take care of the basketball here and get a good shot.
And a little quick the last couple of trips down the floor. Mundy with it. Goes to Young in front of the Cat bench, and 16th year head coach John Gable. Young out to Wallace. Noblet. 3 in the air. Wallace left side, no good. Goes into the corner. Cats try to save it. Boonville comes up with it. Good effort by Noblet, but Sharp brings it into high gear for the Pioneers. Leaves it off for Fuller. Shot fake. Tries to back down the lane against Wallace. Goes back to Tinsley. Now Agner. Agner with it. Slants it to the elbow. Down the lane. Up and under. Shot blocked away. Sent out of there by the Wildcats. Noblet got a piece of it. And here comes Young. Young, free throw line. Comes to a jump stop. They feed the post to Howard. No whistle and a foul on Boonville. It's going to be Fuller. Didn't quite get over the top soon enough and gets whistled for the foul.
He was trying.
Yep.
Like you said, he just didn't quite get there soon enough.
So Howard at the line, Cats up 4, 3:20 to go in this ball game. And Howard will be at the line.
Boonville's got 2 guys now with 4 fouls, so if it comes down to towards the end of the game and they got a foul, they're obviously going to have to watch those 2 guys.
Free throw by Howard, and he knocks it home. Howard with 5, 49-44. Boonville trails by 5. Jasper +5 here with 3:20 to go. Howard a second free throw. Fires it up, and this one around the rim and in for Cameron Howard. Giesler comes into the game for Howard here. (50-44), 6-point lead for Jasper. Fuller to Agner. Takes it up the left side. Agner fans it out to Sharp on the right side. Comes off a screen. Jump stop toward the baseline. Kicks it opposite to Agner. Out to Sharp. Fuller. Rise and fire. Right corner. Rattles out. No good. Rebound Cats. Under 3 to play. A 6-point lead for Jasper. If they just take care of the ball and hit their free throws, they'll be fine. John Gable wants a timeout. 50-44. Cats up by 6. 2:52 to go. We're back with more after this. Yes, Jim, 50-44, Cats up by 6. With 2:52 to go.
You just got to take care of the basketball and hit free throws. If you do that with the 6-point lead and less than 3 minutes to go, you'll be all right.
And the Cats get it in. That's the first order of business, as Young will take it up against Tinsley. Has to break the 10-second line and does. Noblet with it on the dribble handoff. Has it down the high right wing. Goes into the post to Wallace. Had Noblet on a cut. Wallace turns back toward the baseline and scores. A tough move there by Will Wallace. Gets his 4th point of the game. 52-44. Cats streaking here after leading by 1. At the end of the third. Tinsley on the other end throws up a 3 and keeps Boonville with a pulse as he gets the bucket. He's got 12, his second triple, and it's 52-47 with 2:10 to play.
No need to be in a hurry.
Noblet with it. Goes out to Carter Mundy. Young, a left point outside the 3-point line. Young goes baseline underneath the basket. Reverse layup and scores. Grant Young with 12. He's in double digits. He and Carter Mundy. 54-47. Cats on top. Fuller on the other end. Goes to Agner. Now Tinsley into the lane. Follow a jumper at the free throw line. And Lavelle Tinsley hits it. He's got 6 in the quarter. We've got a timeout with 1:32 to go. A 5-point Jasper lead. We'll have more Wildcat basketball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to JHS. Cats on top, 54-49 here with 1:32 to go in the contest. Cats will bring it the length against full court pressure defense from Boonville.
Here's what we were talking about earlier. You don't want to get forced into taking a quick shot just because they're pressing. If you get a layup, shoot it. If not, pull it out and make them foul you.
Noblet gets it into Young. Up the floor to Carter. Cats again time and score here with 1:24 to go. Foul sends them to the line for one of the bonus. Wallace gets it in the post, and he's quickly fouled by Lavelle Tinsley, a sophomore. And one in the bonus for the Cats, a 5-point lead for Jasper, and Wallace will be back to the line.
Here's where Boonville's kind of stuck because Eigner has 4 fouls and Fuller has 4 fouls. So you got 2 guys out there that can't foul.
Yeah, they are in there for their offense as Wallace hits the free throw, and invariably the guy with the ball is the guy that is guarded by one of those 2 if you're Boonville. So you're just not in a good spot. Wallace misses the second, 1 out of 2. A rebound inside by Noblet. And he got undercut and a whistle and a Boonville foul. And that'll be double bonus now for the Cats. And that'll be Fuller's 5th, so he is disqualified from this one. He leaves with 15 points. He had 4 threes on the night. 55-49, Cats on top, $1:16 to play. Jasper looking to go to 3-2. That's where Boonville is right now, with Corden coming in on Saturday night. Team that's already beaten Memorial. So Noblet will be at the line. Coach Willis still talking to the official. You get a little time when somebody fouls out, but they did put their 5th player out on the floor. Noblet, free throw, and it rattles in. So Noblet gets his 3rd point of the game. 56-49. Next free throw, good for Noblet. Big free throws down the stretch. 57-49 Cats. Boonville with it. Jasper tries to make him bring it up the floor now and over and back. They bothered him just enough.
Yeah, that's just
pressure.
That's one of them turnovers that would drive a coach nuts, because there was no reason for it.
No. Oh, 57-49. Bring it into Young. And he is fouled right away by Gladish. So back to the line for double bonus. So Grant Young will be at the line for the Cats. So Young with the Jasper Wildcats up 57-49, make it 58-49. Young with 13. Another free throw is up and good for Young. Gets both those at that trip. Cats again trying to bother the Pioneers with 1:05 to go. Agner up the right side, leaves it off for Tinsley. Hands it back to Agner. They need some points in a hurry. Agner marches toward the middle of the floor, and he gets fouled. He'll be at the line for 2 free throws. Jasper would prefer not to be fouling right here.
Well, yeah, because you give Boonville, obviously, the chance to score with the clock stopped. Right now, Jasper needs that clock running as much as they can get it.
Free throw on the way by Agner. This one is no good.
Boonville shot themselves in the foot in the 4th quarter with their free throw shooting. I mean, that's at least their 4th or 5th miss.
Yes.
And they were bonuses.
So Agner again. This time it's a double free throw situation. Agner hits this one. He's got 12. He's going to come out. Somebody else is going to chase the ball. That's Eli Smith, 59-50.
Somebody else is going to be the fouler.
All right. Boonville pressing. They get into Young, and he's quickly fouled. 56.1 seconds to go. Now Agner will come back in to play offense. But Young can go a long way into securing this game. He's got 14. The Cats up by 9. Again, it was just 40-39 after 3, but Jasper gained control somewhat in the 4th quarter. Young misses his free throw. Agner back in, and Smith will come out. Free throw is up. This one's short, and Agner gets the rebound. Agner up the right side for Boonville. Goes out to Sharp, NBA 3, volleyball line 3, air ball. Hit the end line and nothing else, and it's back to the Cats. Sharp was way out there.
Yeah, the coach didn't seem too happy or too pleased with that shot selection.
Well, down 9 with 46 seconds to go. You probably had to do something.
Yeah.
Jasper drops it in, and quickly a foul. And we'll go to the other end as Carter Mundy will, or excuse me, Charlie Kebrick will be at the line. So Kebrick steps up there. He's got 4 in the game. It's a 9-point Jasper lead with 45 seconds to go. Kabrick hits the free throw. 60-50, Cats lead by 10. Next free throw is no good. Rebound Tinsley. Up the floor to Seth Williams into the game. Out to Tinsley, to Sharp. Williams, 3 left point, no good. Rebound tipped around inside. Agner threw it up off the glass. Scrambled for the ball. Tinsley ran it down. He turns, shoots, no good. Rebound Cats with 26 seconds to go. And Jeremy Willis says, don't foul anymore. Cats are going to win by 10 tonight here at JHS Gym. Now we've got a technical on Agner, and that's his 5th and 6th. If this is the NBA, he would get his 6th, but he's got to leave after 5. Well, he said something to the official.
I don't know, because there was nothing.
Yeah,
no play was going on whatsoever.
Yeah. Again, Coach Willis said, don't foul Jasper.
Yeah. It's almost like the official was kind of looking for something there.
And I don't think he was, I don't know if it was, I don't think he was saying something to another Jasper player.
No, I don't think so either. He wasn't around anybody.
Right. Mundy hits the free throw, so the final is not going to be 60-50. We'll see what the final is. Cats are just going to dribble out the clock. $62-50, and that will.
Do they have? Is there any repercussions to a technical for a player?
No, unless you get 2, and I think then you're ejected and you have to sit out the next game.
Okay. I didn't know if there was. I know there. I think there is with the coach, isn't there?
Yeah, I think you get 2.
Okay.
Or if you get thrown out, then it's not a good thing. So the Cats win at 62-50 here at JHS Gym, as Jasper comes out on top. With that, they go to 3-2. Boonville drops to 3-3. Again, Jasper kind of one of those games, Jason, where they just figured it out as they went. A little trial and error in that first half, and withstood the Boonville three-point shooting barrage and kind of worked their offense a little better, tightened up the defense, and then a really good fourth quarter after leading by 1 after 3.
Yeah, I think, anytime, basketball's like any other game, you got to make adjustments as the game progresses, and Jasper did a pretty good job of that tonight. Like you said there in the first quarter, they came out hitting threes, and then I think we made some adjustments in the second quarter to get out on those guys and calm that down a little bit. And then in the second half, third quarter was pretty well even, and then, like you said, here in the fourth quarter, and it's kind of a trend for us. I mean, it was that way down in Memorial the other night. It's just that we had dug ourselves in a hole down at Memorial, and here tonight going into the fourth quarter, we were ahead by 1, so I think that was the biggest difference.
19 for Carter Mundy on 3 threes in the game, 14 more for Grant Young tonight, 6 in the game for Cameron Howard for the Cats, 5 more for Charlie Kabrick and Will Wallace, 4 for Noblet in the game, and 3 for Braden Giesler for the Wildcats here this evening as they beat the Boonville Pioneers 62-50. Fuller had 15 for the Pioneers. Agner had 12 for Boonville. Also in the game for the Pioneers, 14 points for Tinsley, the sophomore guard. Wildcats win at 62-50. We are back with more right after this. Back to JHS Gym. Cats win at 62-50 over the Boonville Pioneers. Joined now by the head coach of the Wildcats, John Gable. Tight game after 3, 1-point lead after 3. You guys came away with a victory, pulled away in the fourth quarter. Just talk about how you thought the guys played tonight.
Well, I thought we withstood a very hot shooting Boonville team tonight. I thought we had a pretty good scouting report, but number 23 proved us wrong. I don't know how many threes he ended up with tonight, but we wanted to spill him outside and contain him outside because he's He's pretty good around the rim, but he hit some threes for us. And they were hitting some shots early, and we were a little bit flat offensively and defensively, and it wasn't a perfect first half. But I thought we did a really nice job by the middle of the third quarter of playing with a little bit better intensity and a little bit more purpose, taking care of the ball. We figured out their zone a little bit. They ran a zone, and we didn't handle it real well. Once we started getting the ball inside and facing the rim a little bit and hitting the short corner and getting some dives and some kick opposites, we found some better looks, and so that was a big part of it.
Yeah, I thought you guys kind of settled for open threes. They weren't exactly good threes. They were open threes in the first half,
Right.
but then again you found the middle of the floor and really shot the ball very well after that, and just found the middle against that zone a couple of times in the middle late in that game, and then he did what he did. So offensively, you guys really picked it up.
Well, I thought, Kurt, you mentioned it, but open threes aren't always good shots. You want them to be in the flow of the offense. You want to be able to step into your shot and be able to shoot it in rhythm, and that's something that Coach Bagley works really hard with the kids on, having their feet set and catch the ball ready to shoot. But sometimes in transition or after one pass from the top or from the wing isn't just you're not squared. You're not catching it in rhythm and timing. And the best three-pointers are inside out because you're already squared to the rim and your feet are set and you can step into your shot.
Thought your big guy Howard gave you some good minutes. Giesler came in, knocked down a shot as well, and everybody loves to play. And you guys play a lot of guys, and it's always good when everybody contributes.
Right, and it's not always how much you do, but sometimes it's the timing of it. And I thought in the third quarter, Cameron Howard gave us a nice spark. He got a couple big rebounds, he had a couple big free throws, and did some nice things defensively for us. Made some hustle plays, and that was right around the point in early fourth quarter too, where the momentum changed, and so Cameron Howard's a big reason for that. It's not always how many points you score, and speaking of points, we had I think Carter Mundy went for 20 and Grant Young for 15, our two leading scorers, but they were quiet points, and but everyone did contribute, and that's always a positive thing, like you said.
Well, on Saturday, Corden comes in here, a very good team. They pop Memorial pretty good. They got some athletes, and what do you expect out of them?
Well, they are awfully good. We after our Gibson Southern game last Saturday, since it was an afternoon game, Coach Albrand and I hit the road and we went over to Corden. They've got everybody back from last year. They are quick. They can shoot it. They run the floor well. They have a lot of weapons, and a little bit like Boonville tonight. They're a streaky shooting team, but they're a little bit quicker with the ball, and that's going to pose some problems for us. We like to play our centers. We like to play Heil and Howard, and it's going to be a tough challenge for them to be able to contain the ball tomorrow night, but they're going to have to if we're going to have any chance of winning. All
right, John, enjoy this one. Get back at it, and best of luck against Corden. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks, Kurt.
That's Jasper head basketball coach John Gable. The Wildcats successful tonight against the Boonville Pioneers. They win it 62-50. Again, Corden later on this evening out at JHS Gym. We'll have it for you Sunday at 1 here on 18 WJTS. Jason Stamm and Craig Schneider back in their familiar broadcast position up here at JHS. So that's going to wrap things up tonight for Jeremy Marcos and for Jason Stamm. I'm Kurt Guxel filling in for Craig Schneider. Cats win it 62-50 over Boonville. Have a great Saturday afternoon and come out to the gym if you can later on this evening.